only to let his hands fumble to the buttons of my shirt is crazy. That's so cringy. He's kissing that neck again. What am I thinking at 12 years old? Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Okay, so I found recently a fan fiction that I had posted 2012, February 16th, 2012. I think I was 12. I was 12 years old writing this fan fiction about Twilight. I was a Team Jacob girl through and through. Team Edward, kiss my butt. I did not like Edward at all. Team Jacob for life. Back in the day. I guess at this point I was just fed up that she had chosen Edward and I wanted her to be with Jacob, and so I figured I would just write my own little fan fiction about her being with Jacob. And so I recently rediscovered this, and it is so cringy. I read a part of it and I was like, no, I gotta record my reaction to it. I wrote 7 chapters. 7 chapters. I'll have you know I had 4 favorites, 9 follows from this. Okay, all right. I did okay. I have only read the first chapter so far, so I think I'm going to do chapters 1 and 2. All right. The title of it is Jacob is My Choice. Hey, Jake, I said. What's up, Bells? Jake said. I choose you, I said, blushing. What? He said. I love you, Jake, I choked out. And I think I use a lot of Kristen Stewart's, like, she chokes it out. Like, she probably said it like, I love you, Jake. But what about the leech? He stuttered. He wasn't good for me, I lied. Yeah, I think I used a lot of Kristen Stewart. I got some influence from Kristen Stewart's Bella, for sure. The truth is, Edward left me. The whole Cullen family left. Never came back. I decided if I want to be happy, I have to be with the next one I love. My Jacob. Sure, I was devastated when Edward left, but I have to move on now. With my Jake. Really? Jake scoffed. If you think I'll take you back after all of this, you're right. I love you, Bella. Okay. Okay, and honestly, to be fair, Jake probably would react like that. I'm not gonna lie, he probably would. So that's not too far off. I ran over to hug Jake, but to my surprise, his lips met mine. Our lips danced in the sunlight. His lips suddenly found their way to my neck, which he was now kissing. I dug my fingers into his soft hair. He abruptly took it too far and grasped me too tight. Ouch, Jake. You know, the whole werewolf thing. That's so cringy. Sorry, did I take it too far? He grinned, only to let his hands fumble to the buttons of my shirt is crazy. What am I thinking at 12 years old? Oh my goodness. I didn't even know. I promise you, this is like the furthest I thought it got. Suddenly he was growling. I wasn't sure why. What? I gasped. Thought I heard something, he mumbled. Only to that second, I suddenly saw a flash of blonde hair in my sight. Whoa, did you see that? I screamed. But he didn't listen. He was too busy kissing my neck. He's kissing that neck again. I yanked away only to see the blonde vampire standing in a tree above me. I shrieked. Jake suddenly saw what I saw and transformed. He was snarling, his glistening white teeth showing. The vampire jumped off the branch and ran towards us. Jake got in my way and suddenly leaped at the vampire. Watch it, mutt, yelled the beautiful vampire. I then realized who the vampire really was. There's chapter 1. Who's the vampire gonna be? Chapter 2. Strange message. Rosalie, I yelled. What are you doing here? I came to deliver a message from Edward, she said calmly. He said to tell you he's sorry he left, but he feels it was best, she said. I stuttered. He said he can come back if you'd like. He's really messed up, she chuckled. I heard Jake growl. I was with Jake now. I can't just leave him. But Edward, I still love him. No, I've made my choice. I miss him too, but he left, and now I'm with Jake, I stuttered. There goes that Bella again. She scowled and ran off. Wow. I took off in a run towards him. He faced back before I could reach him. You know, Bella, you don't have to be with Me, you can go to your little bloodsucker if that makes you happy, Jake scowled. I smiled. Jake is so caring. No, Jake. He laughed softly and took me in his arms. We took off to Emily's house. He kissed me on our way there. When we got to Emily's house, there was a lot of trouble. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Uh-oh. But yeah, that was chapter 2. I think it's so funny how Rosalie, I just said, like, I'm with Jake now. I'm sorry, I've made my choice. And she just runs off, like, doesn't care. Like, okay, cool. That's a very Rosalie thing to do, though. I'll say, I did my studying. I feel like these are pretty movie Twilight reactions. Maybe not book Twilight, but movie Twilight. Oh, I had that on lock. Dude, man, what a journey. What a flashback in time. You know what's so funny too is my current fiance, he used to get told he looked like Robert Pattinson back in the day. Like when he was in high school, people would run up to him thinking that he was Robert Pattinson, and I'm not even lying. I will like show a picture or something. He really did. Like I saw younger pictures of him and I was like, dude. We had a lady the other day at Target come up to him and she's like, you look like Robert Pattinson. And I was like, okay, like don't get his ego that big. But, and it's so funny because yeah, he looks like Robert Pattinson. He looks like Edward, or he did at least. And I was always a team Jacob girly. I loved Jacob. I didn't care for Edward at all. Now, grown up as an adult, okay, yeah, Robert Pattinson, okay, but yeah, I was always a Taylor Lautner girl. He was my man's, and I genuinely, in my heart of hearts, as a child, believed that she was going to end up with Jacob. I thought it was the obvious choice. I'm an idiot. Why did I think that? But like I said, if y'all want more, oh, there are 7 chapters of that madness. There are 7 of them, so let me know. I'll record my reaction, me reading them, the cringeness of it. And I honestly kind of want to get my fiance to come in here and listen to me reading it and see how he feels, because he grew up with Twilight. I think his sister like really loved Twilight, and so I think it would be so freaking funny. Yeah, let me know. Thanks for hanging out with me.